Hello mortal, here is Thanatos. Today I'm painting a very good friend of mine, a Catan shard of the Nightbringer. After assembling and designing the base, which is supposed to have a forest theme and which I brought to life using AK interacting basing bits, I prime everything with AK Primer Black, let everything dry, and then prime the mini slide skin with an airbrush using AK Primer White. Since my Nightbringer lives on a forest planet, I paint everything green and cold. To achieve this, I spray the skin with a base color of AK Greenish White, which I highlight with AK Off-White at certain points. The skin has a basic color. Now we come to the largest part of the model, the cape and the robe. In order to prime this large area with the airbrush, I cover the model's skin with a liquid mask. This dries to a rubbery finish, which means that the paint underneath is protected when you spray over it, and after an hour you can remove the liquid mask and have clean areas of skin. I am now spraying the entire model with AK Russian Green. The base also gets a little color with focus on the plants. I spray the first green highlight with AK Golden Olive. I use this to paint all the zenithally lit areas of the model. I paint the brightest shades of green with an AK Lime Green, which brings a bold color into play that is fun and pops. After just a few minutes, we already have a great contrast in green. Of course you can paint that, everything with a brush. The miniature is already looking good. Next, we paint this weapon with Vallejo TMM Obsidian Black Airbrush. The weapon is so large that you can easily airbrush the sickle itself and paint the handle with a brush. Now I'll briefly turn my attention to the base and dry brush the ground texture with AK Brownish Green. Just be careful not to paint the plants. Now paint the stones with AK Rock Grey and the trees with AK Wood Base. You can simply dry brush the paint onto the objects. Now it's time for the dark arts. The entire model is sprayed with a layer of Villainy Ink Goon's Grime, which I'll let dry thoroughly and then, as always, work on using the reductive technique and clean the model until I'm happy with the result. Thanks to the Goon's Grime magic, the mini already looks enchanting and ready to play. But of course, we want more. First, I want to work on the skin and paint Villainy Ink Umbral Nightshade into the deepest shadows. With Villainy Ink Decrepit Filth, I wash the robe and cloak deliberately, only in the recesses. Since my Necron army is the Novokh Dynasty, where Blood and Honor plays a major role, I connect the Nightbringer with Villainy Ink Caput Mortum with the rest of the Necrons by washing his feet and hands twice with it to achieve an intense red tone. Now it's getting energetic. The lightning bolts he's floating on are getting a base coat of Army Painter Fanatic, matte white. To connect the flashes to the model and the base, I use AK White ink and spray a fine transition between the flash, the model and the base. Then I spray everything white with AK Fluor Orange ink to give the energy the most intense glow ever. To give the model more darkness, I generously ink the deepest shadows of the coat with Villainy Ink Ichor of the Damned. A blood dynasty needs blood, so I sprinkle AK blood over certain areas of the model. Last but not least, I paint his fingernails and teeth with black acrylic paint and coat them with glossy varnish to make them look more natural. Now we'll finish the base. First, I glued a few more tufts of grass onto the base. As you can clearly see here, the orange ink is dry and unfolds its full effect over the white. I paint the ground in places with Gamer's Grass basing pigments brown earth. To fix the pigments, take a pipette and some pigment fixer and drip the fixer over the base. As you can see, the enamel spreads by itself. Let everything dry for an hour and it will all look dusty and matte again. Then I added a few puddles with AK puddles. Now my model is ready for the display case or the gaming table. I hope you enjoyed the video and you will come back again. For today, you may go, mortal. See you soon. Thanatos.